EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 19.
Block 80! 42, check, Mike 42. Ricky. These two. Motion. Hey, switch gears. Shoot.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebacker. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
At the 31-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Roethlisberger. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Throwing is Rodgers. It's complete to Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check. Lucky.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. And that's complete to Adams. That one goes for 36 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now Jones. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Geronimo Allison there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Got some room at the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run here with counter.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Hey, let's go. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. 10. Target.
From the 38, Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Tackles. 26. Check right. Watch it. Hey, 88.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
58, 630. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Javon Hargrave. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he would...
And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try to run it in with Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Kevin King with a pick, and they will score. It's a